Hey folks, today I'm going to show you how to make a Pokemon paper computer game. Let's make a paper computer game. Okay folks, so when I make a Pokemon paper computer game, the first thing I try to keep in mind is that I usually like it to be just like any other paper computer game. It's going to have a top-down perspective because that's how the original Pokemon games are. This is optional, you don't have to do it this way, but I think it is a really good way to set up an overworld. That's how I did it for Pokemon Stop. You can, for example, start by drawing, maybe little houses. They're simple to draw because it's top down. Just draw a little box, draw triangles on top of it. Add whatever little details you feel like adding, and then just like any other paper computer game, just add things you want to do stuff with, Maybe there's a Pokeball on the ground. Maybe there's an entrance to another area over here. Maybe there's a Pokemon trainer, like blocking the entrance. There's really no limit to what you can do. Now, the way you're going to want to set this game up is, first of all, because Pokemon games use like a combat system, I think it's going to be very tempting to use to create your own combat system. Now, I've made videos about this on the past. I've never been in favor of making combat systems for paper computer games. I think, focusing on the regular PCG gameplay where you just say what you're going to try to do, that seems like the stronger approach to me. In the case of Pokemon Stop, I dealt with this by having the Pokemon combat, like it was important to have it there, it's part of the experience, but I wanted to have it be based on PCG mechanics. So there's no HP, there's no damage, there's none of that. It's just, I'll have my Charizard attack the Venusaur and it's like, okay, the Venusaur is taking a lot of damage. All imagination, no rules, no numbers. You can create your own combat system if you want to. I don't think that's a good idea, but once again, see my video on combat systems if you want to go over why. In terms of Pokemon, I think it's a really good idea to create lots of Fakemon. Like you can have a mix of real Pokemon and Fakemon. I think it's a good idea to have new creatures for them to collect. I mean, just because that's one of the advantages of creating a Pokemon paper computer game to begin with, is having, is discovering these new creatures. Like, let's make a, a Voltorb with legs. I don't call him, Voltorb. So you're going to want to have lots of creatures like that you can catch. Obviously, you want them to, there to be a bunch of them, but don't make too many. But you want to keep it simple for yourself, so you're not forcing yourself to make too many screens. Just decide in the beginning how much you're gonna put in the game. Like, have a simple structure. Here's how I set this up in Pokemon Stop, right? I basically had a central area. That's where the final dungeon is. You can come here in the beginning, but you can't get in until later. Then from there, there's a beginning area. This is where you start. This is like, Pallet Town, although I called it Mallet Town. Then there's an area to the right, an area to the left, and an area to the north. That's the structure. Now there's a few screens. I think there was like 3 screens in each direction. There's 3 screens here, 3 screens here, and 3 screens here. And that's not that big. That's pretty easy to make, right? So you can see why, figuring out what the structure of your game to begin with is going to be a good idea. And, Pokemon lends itself to this structure because you can have a gym leader, and a gym leader here, and then you have to complete all 3 and then beat the final dungeon, and then you beat the game. And along the way, there's lots of Pokemon you can find. There's, a Pokemon Center. I'll call that a PC. Pokemon Center, in each region. Beyond that, you can add whatever secrets you want, make lots of Pokemon, but I think that should help get you started on how to make a Pokemon paper computer game. And that's all I've got for you for right now. Hopefully that's a little bit helpful. Hopefully it inspires you to make your own paper computer games. And yeah, thanks for watching, folks, and PCG you later.